I am a really big fan of the Berserk manga, and knowing this, one of my friends recommended that I check out a game that apparently takes a lot of inspiration from Berserk, but it's still great in its own right. So right now, I need to talk about my first experience with this unrelentingly cruel and surprisingly complex game. I hope you enjoy my first experience with Fear and Hunger. Game opens up and oh my god, this music already sets a very grim tone and I love it. You pick a character and I chose the mercenary because I like the word assassin and it usually means one-shot everything eventually. After you pick your character, a very intense title drop happens. And then you choose a difficulty, which is weird for a JRPG type game, right? At least I thought so. It's not a JRPG, by the way. I refuse to start on Fear and Hunger mode because it says it's for beginners, and I'm not a goddamn baby. So instead I choose Terror and Starvation because it sounds like the most full way to play the game, because on hard mode you cannot have any additional party members and you cannot save your game. That sounds a bit intense, but also cool, maybe a challenge for later. Other than the saving and the party members, Terror and Starvation seem to have the most game content available with additional enemies and scenarios, so yeah, that one sounds like the full experience. Difficulty selected, starting the game now finally throws you into a customize your character's backstory sequence. This actually starts you off with some skills and rations that I assume you can only get here. After this, you save your character and you are finally let loose into the world of Fear and Hunger. The mercenary who I chose, in short, eventually settled down in the kingdom of Rondon because it's easily one of the best places to make money due to some corruption-y reasons. One day he gets a task from officials in Rondon to get a captain of a fabled mercenary army out of the dungeons and safely return him to the kingdom. After the game starts, I annoyingly do what I always do and go through the menus. I don't know why I always do this, but I do. And thankfully I do because I discover WASD movement layout as opposed to the arrow key type layout that just sounds awful to me. I also find the skills tab where I have the skill talk can sometimes get you out of uncomfortable situations. I discover a completely blank crafting menu, an equipment window where thankfully I can lazily optimize my gear if I pick up better weapons and armor, and then the item tab where the only weird thing to me was the lucky coin to be used in dire situations. Holding shift while choosing heads or tails boosts your chances. Finally moving around, I find a dead horse and hear a bunch of dogs barking in the distance. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything bad is coming and it's all completely okay. I decide to beat the dead horse, but there's no use. Get it? Stop it. I walk around a bit, looking at the surroundings and examining barrels and boxes. All of a sudden the dogs burst onto the screen, nearly giving me a heart attack, and I escape into the dungeon. Okay. Thank God they seem to have gone away. Oh god, they followed me into the dungeon and are chasing me. I try to run, it fails, they attack, I survive. I try to run again, oh thank god it succeeds. But I immediately get thrown into the fight again. I try to run again, it fails again. Luckily one of them missed, so I try one more time to run away. It succeeds, and I immediately get dragged into the fight again. Finally I say I've had enough, and I attack, and this is where I realize, oh god, each of their limbs have an HP bar, so I hack off one of the dog's legs. I immediately get killed after. What the f did I just play? Huh. Okay, I made literally 0% progress. So I go again. This time not wasting any time and looting the crates and barrels immediately. As the dogs start barking, I immediately run into the dungeon to avoid that situation entirely. The dogs come storming into the dungeon again. This time I take them on and see that you can immediately attack their head. Why wouldn't you always do that? I hit the dog and the dog dies in one hit. I proceed to attack the second dog, and after missing once, I kill it with one hit as well. That was amazing. Wait, no loot? No experience? Also, am I bleeding and have an infection? And hold up, the other dog's model is still running around, and that's a separate fight entirely. Are there 4 dogs chasing me? As I die again, I think to myself, what the actual f is this unbalanced garbage that I started playing? Why would my friend recommend me this and even say it's amazing? Is there more to this game than the first 5 minutes and dying to the first enemy? Fine, I try one last time and walk around a bit more and discover a little doorway to the left and give it a try. And the dogs don't follow. Was this a tutorial? Yes, that's exactly what it was. All of a sudden, I feel excited again. Okay, let's do this. What the hell is even that? I run away from this immediately. My god, what is that thing? I try to juke it around a table for some more items. At least it's slow, so it isn't too hard. These torches are running out quite fast. Surely this won't become a problem later, right? Eventually, one of these things blocked the way that I need to go, so with no choice, I enter battle. This is where I see that the separate limbs mechanic might be with every single enemy in the game, and each of the separate limbs also have their own attack turn. So if I look at this Manabar enemy, it's not just one enemy, it's 4 enemies that all go down if you kill the leader being its head, of course. So I just attack the head and it goes down pretty easily. This is probably the intro enemy designed to make you fully grasp the limb mechanics. I absolutely love it when games do these kinds of tutorials, where it doesn't just give you a wall of text to read, it gives you something to overcome, something quite easy like this Manabar, or finding simply another route that's safer. Trial and error, of course, always being a good teacher. Another interesting, albeit hopeless thing that I discovered after the fight is no rewards. Nothing, no XP, no loot. Do you even have levels? It doesn't seem like it. Also, I have no idea why this beat a corpse function is even here. Also, just walking around, there are piles of corpses and flesh just all around me. Truly a horrifying scene if you take it in. Eventually, I end up at a graveyard, and one open grave. Might that be for me? I also took a few shots with the Manabar fight, so I go to my inventory, and because I have been conditioned by Resident Evil for years, I try to consume a green herb, but sadly it doesn't work the same. The blue herb, however, does the trick. As I make my way through the graveyard, my torch goes out again. Oh god, oh no wait, I still have one more left. Then I also discover in one of the crates a ring of wraiths. That sounds super important, so I go immediately to equip and read it. The blood diamond has seen so much death that life force is leaking from it. Huh? So does this increase my health? Doesn't seem like it. Oh well, equip and move on. I make it to a room with hanging torches. Oh my god, what is that? Yeah, I run away from whatever the hell that is. While running for my life, I discover that you can literally loot everything. Every box, anything that looks like a container, barrels, all of it. Also this. There are remains of a bizarre creature left here. The blood is still wet. In the room just above the still wet creature, there is an NPC. This is Sir Seymour, a knight from the Kingdom of Rondon. He is the one responsible for the wet monster outside the room, but he himself was also hurt in the fight. He tells us about his comrades that he lost down here. This man and his party could include the captain that I am looking for. You also learn that this dungeon is actually a prison of the Kingdom of Rondon. Also, while talking to him, my final torch runs out. Great. I search in the dark and find some more gear. Fully equipped now, I kind of feel ready to take on the darkness. I sneak past the enormous guard and find a gate that I am promptly thrown into battle with. What? I noticed something though when hitting the gate. I healed 8 HP. I can also rebattle this door. So wait, can I heal versus this door? And then it clicks. Oh wait, this must be what the Ring of Wraiths does. Life force is leaking from it. So it's a ring that gives lifesteal. So is this a bug? Or is this the main method of free healing? Just locked doors and gates? I mean, at this point, I'll honestly just take it. Moving down the stairs, in darkness, yes, I have not found another torch yet, I seem to now be in a prison section of the dungeon. I lockpick to get into the first cell and there is a big chest. Thinking that it's big loot time, I choose to finally use one of the lucky coins that I have. I choose heads, and of course, both coins are tails. Just fantastic. I also inspect the bed and see that you can rest and save, and this also brings up the coin toss UI. What could go wrong if you try and save? I pick heads and of course it's tails, but I go to sleep anyway. A massive naked guard shows up, thank me that I censored this, it's awful, and I am promptly thrown into battle. I can attack its arm that is holding a massive cleaver in its hand, or its other arm, its leg, and its dick. Or its torso or its head. I go for its head because I'm not a baby. I miss, it cleaves off my left arm and the shield in my left hand falls. I attack the arm holding the cleaver, it attacks again, it misses thankfully. Now its stinger is pulsating. Oh god, a coin toss UI pops up. Oh god. I choose heads. Oh thank god it's heads. I attack its cleaver arm again and sever it off. Its stinger is pulsating again, but now the cleaver is gone and I feel like going for the head is a good decision. So I attack, it hits, the monster is down, not before thrusting at me with its stinger while having no head, and after the fight it hits me. Just for trying to save, I lost my arm and got violently thrusted at. The fuck am I playing? After healing up a bit and eating, I move on. Also, I found another torch, finally. There are way too few torches around for how much you need to explore, but I might also just be missing something. Finally able to see, I find a cell with a little doll in it. This doll gives you chills and an eerie vibe can be felt from it. Nice. Finally, my prayers are answered. I find another door to hit until I'm full health again. Things are looking up. I heal to full and move on. I encounter another guard that just chases after me. Forced to fight, I destroy its arm, then leg. It violently starts thrusting at me. I dodge it. I destroy its thrusting stinger thing, then the other leg, and then I notice the guard loses its balance with its legs cut. What does that mean? I dodge another coin toss and just attack its head, very cleanly killing him without taking any damage. Is this me growing? Learning? I find on his body a meat cleaver and a loincloth. The loincloth is still damp from the sweat. Really, game? Did I need to know that? Moving on, and oh, I stepped on a rusty nail. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything bad. I kill another guard, this time a crossbow wielding one. Mostly same story, except I focus the crossbow and then sever both of its arms. As he thrusts at me passionately, I swing for his head and kill him. As I fight him, I think this is pretty easy until my health is so low all of a sudden. How did this happen? I didn't even realize. After the fight, almost no health left. Oh, and there goes my torch again. Luckily, I got another one from looting. I also now see I have no healing items, and these flying imps are also blocking my route back to the healing door. But maybe there's another one close by, so I move forward. I run into a prisoner zombie thing that I didn't even see, to be honest, and I'm in real trouble now. I am one hit, and also I can't really risk trying to run because if it fails, the prisoner will surely kill me. Also, I am bleeding and infected, so I need to pass through the prisoner to find a glorious healing door desperately. Determined, I give the prisoner a brutal attack as if my life depended on it. This is the run. This went better than all the other runs. I have to make this count. I strike. I hit. The prisoner's head is gone. I have won. The prisoner keeps on fighting even without its head. I die. But it's okay, I saved that one time in the prison so I can try again. The game loads me back into the starting zone. So if you fail a coin toss and get attacked, the game does not save at all. This is what I have learned from this. I have to start completely from scratch. And that was my first experience. I will be back to playing this game to try and get further than I did. Please let me know if you guys would like me to make another video like this with my experience. And then all I can say is thank you to the channel members, to all the subscribers, everybody watching, just for keeping the channel alive and helping me create videos like this. I have been gone a month because I had some IRL business to do. Everyone's got to make their money somehow and I had to take care of business. But I'm back now and it's time for big content. Again, thanks all for watching. Much love. Cheers, guys.